Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Patty and I go by Pattymac everywhere online. This is my YouTube channel and I call it my handmade lifestyle. And this is where I share all of my favorite hobbies with you. And so you ask, well, what kinds of things are they? Well, obviously a little bit of knitting, kind of a lot of knitting, some sewing, a little embroidery, cooking, and gardening. I think of myself as that really fun home ec teacher that you wish you had, but you got somebody who wasn't quite as much fun, and so you didn't really get into the class as much as you could have. But now you wish you'd paid more attention because you'd like to be able to do some of that stuff. Well, this is the channel for you. I'm everywhere online as Pattymac. I have a website. The website is going to be going under a pretty big overhaul soon, which I'm kind of excited about. But it's there. It'll be there the whole time. So you can check out my website. I will link below. I would like to invite you to sign up for my email newsletter. I email once a week at least, sometimes twice a week. And the things that I send out are any new blog posts that I have, new videos that I have published, and I've just started including like fun goings on in the craft world, and probably some fun recipe stuff will be in there too. Yeah, so that's going, and I think it's going to make for a really fun newsletter, and I would love to have you along for that. I will also let you know about any shop updates that I have, things that are in the shop, remind you of what I have. I sell knitting patterns, and I also have mugs, and this is one of my mugs. And it's like super appropriate right now because a lot of people are dealing with snow. Thankfully, we are not dealing with any snow here. I'm so grateful. But I still love this, and my Gilmore Girls people in the audience are going to know where that's from. And I'm drinking a lovely white jasmine tea. It has fresh squeezed lemon juice, and I pinched off the littlest bit of the honeycomb that was left over in my little jar of honey, and oh my goodness, that is delicious. Okay, really good. So highly recommend that. It's definitely tea drinking weather. As I'm recording this, the polar vortex is approaching. If you're in the northern part, I guess northern Midwest, oh my goodness, I am so sorry for you. I don't even know how are you doing that? 50 below zero? I mean, my brain doesn't even compute that. Okay, it's like, it's 45 and windy here. I'm freezing to death. I'm wearing a sweatshirt and a sweater, and I'm inside and I'm sitting in a sunny window. So I don't think I would last very long in Minnesota in this kind of weather. So my thoughts and prayers are with you. So yeah, I highly recommend the tea if you're looking for a new warm drink to get you through the rest of the winter. But wait to go out until the polar vortex goes back up where it belongs, because this is insane. Last year, I took advantage of a special deal from Bluprint. This is not sponsored. Bluprint is the streaming version of Craftsy, and I have had Craftsy classes for years, like since the beginning. I actually attribute Craftsy classes to teaching me how to knit. I did go to a knitting store. I did get some help there. But having those video lessons right in front of me, that's how it clicked and how I really learned. So in the past, I guess maybe 14 months, Craftsy was acquired by NBC, and NBC is doing, I don't know I'm not sure how this works, but this is like the layman's version. So NBC bought Craftsy. The Craftsy website is still there. If you own standalone classes, you still have those. You can watch them anytime. But now you have this Bluprint option, which is you pay a fee and you get unlimited streaming of whatever you want to watch. And I'm going to tell you, it is the best. Now, when I got it, it was $120 for the year. And then what I got as a deal sweetener was $25 once a quarter as a coupon that I could use in the Craftsy shop. So I could buy whatever I wanted, and I could put that $25 coupon onto the purchase. So if I bought something that was worth $26, it cost me $1, which was really nice. And so I've gotten some cool stuff this year doing that. In today's video, I'm going to show you the last items that I purchased using my Craftsy $25 coupon. And I'm super excited. This has been sitting here for about a month or more, probably more, about a month, because I knew I was switching the rooms. I didn't want to open this until I was organized and had things together, and I knew I wanted to open it as a video, and I just have not been able to film, so we're gonna open it today. I remember what one of the things is, but the other thing I don't even remember what it is. And when I went on to use this coupon, I knew that I wanted a certain project kit that goes with one of the classes I've been doing, which is phenomenal. I love these embroidery classes, so I'll just give you a spoiler. They're embroidery kits. So I knew I wanted the kit that went with that class, and it was kind of expensive, but I was like, well, I got this coupon, so that will cover most of that cost. So when I went on and I put that in my cart, it was like on major sale, so that it was like, I don't know, 60% off or something. So I was like, whoa. So I still had money left on my coupon to spend. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll get that other kit. I think that's what I bought, was two embroidery kits. And it was also on sale. So I just got one heck of a deal. And I think I spent, I don't know, look, I have to look on the ticket because it's been so long I don't remember, but let's look at the box. So here's, the box. This is the first box I've gotten that actually has Bluprint on it. The other boxes that have been coming in have said Craftsy, so I guess they've used all their Craftsy stock and it's all Bluprint now. Now, if you've been with the channel for a while, you'll know that usually when I do an unboxing, I'll film overhead and I'm not setting that up right now. I'm sorry. I'm just going to open it. You can hear me opening it. I'm just using my scissors to get into the box. And yeah, we're just going to do it this way. Okay. You'll just have to trust me when I tell you that I'm opening the box. There we go. Put it like this, and you can see. There's these stuffings. Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Creativities in your hands. I'm gonna that. Is that grammar right? Creativities. I guess that's right. Yeah, creativity is in your hands. Okay. So yeah, I have 2 embroidery kits is what I got. This doesn't tell, you know, it's so funny. Now when you order stuff, they don't ever put the prices on the invoices. So I don't remember what I spent. I'm sure that's intentional, but okay. All right, so this is the first thing. And so this is not the original thing that I went on to get. This was the second purchase. But let me tell you why I bought it. I bought it because it's from Cozy Blue. And I stitched one of her PDF patterns, and I'm going to make another one because I really like that pattern, that first pattern. And I showed that in an earlier podcast, which I'll link to. I think it's on this side. Yeah, it's on this side. Cozy Blue was that tree. Oh, I love that project. And I'll, as I'm talking about it, insert some B-roll pictures of the finished hoop because it's really pretty, and I'm excited to make one for myself. So Cozy Blue, so she has PDF patterns, and then she also has these kits, and I was like, well, I want to try a kit, and I got it like closeout big time sale, so why not, right? So you get a wooden hoop, a needle, a pre-printed fabric pattern, embroidery floss, basic stitching instructions, and a getting started guide. And so she is in Asheville. I'll give you that information. She's in Asheville, and she's Cozy Blue, cozybluehandmade.com. And she is in my professional group, the Craft Industry Alliance. I have been with the Craft Industry Alliance since they started many years ago. If you're in the crafting biz in any way as a professional, that is a really good organization. But anyway, Cozy Blue. So I'm supporting one of my Craft Industry Alliance people. And I tell you, I loved that pine tree pattern. So I'm super excited about this. This modern embroidery, it's so cool because it's a lot of these like super bright graphic patterns, and it's a lot of flowers, and I love flowers. So okay. The other thing, this is the thing that I went on for. This packaging, this is not quite as nice in terms of packaging. So it comes like this. It still has the Craftsy logo on it, but this goes with a course that I took called some modern embroidery. Oh, here, we'll get this out. Okay, they do consider it a startup project. The startup libraries are more extensive than just like a regular class. They have several modules and multiple projects within the course. So if you buy it as a standalone class, it's a little more money, but you're getting a lot of material. This one is more advanced. So I started with the startup library with I think it's Kat McTee. I'll put her name down here and link over to that class. That is an excellent class. I learned so much in there, and I still go back to it to refresh. I watched this one first, and then I was like, this is too hard. I don't know what she's doing. So I went and did the other one. I made a few projects with them, which I've shown here. Hold on, and I'll show you something I just finished. Okay, so this little project I just finished, and it's a combination of, this was in the class patterns for the startup library, and all these little flowers were sent to me as a free pattern by a woman that I made friends with on Instagram, and I'll just put that up closer so you can see it. And it was just, you know, it's like a sampler for me to practice. So I practiced my stars and my French knots and these little flowers, but I just liked it so much. And it's been done for a while, and then I thought, I don't want to do another hoop. I think I'm going to make it into a little tiny pillow. And so I used this really fun galaxy material, and then I made these crazy wonky little yarn tassels, and that's with Plucky Knitter yarn. And I mean, they're just crazy, you know, they're going everywhere, but I don't care. I think it's cute, and I love the way the mustard plays with the galaxy fabric. Isn't it just, it's beautiful. So anyway, yeah, I was able to make this from taking that startup library class, and I love it. My ladder stitch needs a little work, but that's okay. I'll practice. So after doing all of this, I felt a lot more comfortable to go back to this original course, and this is the project, and you can see it's quite a bit more involved. And hold on, I'll show you a sampler I've been making that uses some of these designs. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. It took a minute. So the last video I posted for you, I talked about how I had, you know, cleaned the room up and did all this tidying and straightening and da 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 da. And you know what happens when you clean up is you can't find anything. Well, I couldn't find my project. I was like, where is this project? Let me show you this. So this is how I'm keeping all of my floss. I haven't like wound it. I see people where they wind on those little cards. I need to do that. That's like the next level of tidying your embroidery stuff. So for right now, I have it in this container. This container is called a lock and lock container, and it came as a set from QVC, and this was the big one in the set, and it's got this handle, and I love it because it's clear. I can see what's in there. It's like super sturdy. This is what I don't know if you can see that or not. There it is, lock and lock. Lock and lock. It's a QVC product. It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, so in preparation for making this, I was like, well, let me do a sampler because that's a whole lot more involved than the other things. And so this is what I did. This is my practice sampler, and I think I need to do another one. What I'm going to do is, so there's the pattern. So basically, you can see here. So this part with the white flower, the plumeria, down to this, which is the roses with the leaves. Okay, that is one pattern repeat. And then it repeats on here 4 times. So what I want to do is a hoop with a full pattern repeat and practice that first before committing to the included materials. But this is what I got so far. And it's funny when you do this herringbone stitch. I think this is herringbone. Anyway, it's a leaf. You are like one side, you just don't get it quite as tight. So that takes some practice. This is long and short stitch. And this one I thought I did really nice on. That one, this is actually the same as this, but this is thinner. So in this one I held like 2 strands, and this is like the full 6, I think. Yeah, or 4 maybe. I think this is 2 and this is 4, and then these are all single. that's one of those wagon wheel roses. And then little, these are satin stitch leaves and that little curve. So that stuff I'm happy about. This was the last leaf that I stitched, and I did it on a curve, and that one I'm super happy with. But, you know, of course I don't remember what I did now. That's like, you know, you just forget until you do enough of it. Like I've knitted long enough now that the muscle memory's there, so I can like pick up and knit, but I'm not quite there with embroidery stitching. It takes a few years. You know, I've been knitting for several years, so that's a little different. But this is one leaf on that plumeria. And what I realized when I was done with it, I was like, oh, that looks like candy corn. That's not really what my intention was, but that is kind of what it looks like, is a candy corn. That needs some work. That's long and short stitch. And then what you're supposed to be doing is shading from a light to a darker color, or vice versa. I don't know which she does in the real pattern, but yeah, it needs a little work, but that's okay. You know, that's what this is. It's a practice. But I liked my little satin stitch circles. I thought they were pretty cool, and I really like the roses. Those are pretty easy. So what I'll wind up doing is tracing out one pattern repeat of this, and practice through that. And hopefully if I do one more now, by the time because that's like, there's 5 of those really complicated plumerias. Like this part is one leaf in that. So I got a little work to do to get that looking good. But if I do like all 5 of them, I think by the time I do all 5 of them, I'll have the hang of it. So, yeah, this is from Jessica Long. I should tell you that. She goes by Namaste Embroidery online. And I'm not going to show you all of the stuff because it's a paid for pattern. So you get 2 things in here. You get to make this really pretty hoop with the floral, and I'll show you this. And then you get to do with the thread painting this little bear. And oh my gosh, I will put up a picture of that project so you can see what he looks like. Now, I probably will not feel confident enough to get to the little bear until probably sometime next summer. We'll see. But the project I bought, or the kit that I bought, has in it the fabric and all of the floss and needles and hoops to do both complete projects. I don't know, it seems a little light on the floss to me, because those that seems a little light to me, but we'll see. I will let you know. Yeah, because those wagon wheel roses, I mean, they just consume the floss like nobody's business. And when I say floss, this is what I'm talking about. So anyway, that's what I got. I think at the end of the day, for the 2 kits with the coupon, I believe I wound up spending $15 for everything, where it would have been close to, I'm going to say 60 without the coupon and without the sale, because this was like 20 bucks and regularly this is 40 something. And I want to say this was like 15. I have to look. I don't remember. It's been so long. It was like Christmas when I ordered all this. Let's let's just say that embroidery is not inexpensive in terms of a hobby. And one of the things, I'm just going to rant a little bit here. One of the things in knitting that bothers me is that everybody complains about the price of a pattern. And you never saw so much moaning and groaning and complaining about the cost of knitting patterns as what you see in different groups where people are just incensed if they have to, first of all, if they have to pay anything for a pattern, a knitting pattern. But if it's over $5, they're like, well, I won't buy it if it's over $5. That's just, you know, there's no excuse for that. Some of these embroidery patterns, which are PDF patterns, you're not getting any of the kit supplies. I've seen them as much as $15 for and that's not even the fabric. You have to trace the pattern onto your fabric. There's no kit supplies. So I don't know where the disconnect is between the knitting and the embroidery community, but clearly these are different people entirely, because I've never seen anybody complain about the cost of an embroidery download, whereas I see complaining almost every day about paying for a knitting pattern. We're not going to get into that debate right now, but let's just say there's a heck of a lot that goes into even a very simple, basic, nothing knitting pattern. I guess when you're doing the embroidery, the sketch time is where your time is consumed there. But even then, I don't know. I mean, because you got to knit the piece, and how many times does it take to actually make the object to get it to work? And then you're selling basically an illustration that somebody traces. And, you know, those are like, the cheap ones are $5. I think I paid $6 for the pine tree, which I'm fine about that. I will spend a little bit of money to support a fellow artisan, especially somebody who's in my professional group and who is making it work, because I find that hopeful. But yeah, embroidery is not inexpensive, but I will tell you, I really like it. And here's a little thing. I'm still working on this one. This is just a doodle. It's not, I don't know. I have to be honest with you. I'm really getting more into this at this point than I am a lot of the knitting. There's just some things going on with knitting right now that kind of, I'm pretty turned off by it, to be honest with you. So I haven't been knitting all that much the past couple of months. I hope that will change. I'm hoping when I do the big switching of the closets project, part of that's going to be going through the yarn stash, and maybe that will get me, it's either going to have me really excited to want to work on it again, or I'm going to wind up putting all the stuff up in a de-stash sale. I don't know yet. It could go either way, but I will still be doing tutorials. That is not going to change. I will still do the blog. That is not going to change. None of that changes, but I will be adding in new and different things going forward. But okay, so that's the video. I would say that I really like what I got. I would say that the Cozy Blue kit is much nicer in terms of presentation than what Craftsy sent me, which is just a bag of stuff. This is beautiful. So if you wanted to do a gift for somebody, this is a really nice way to go, because you could wrap that and it's really pretty. I'm not going to open it. It's sealed. So I'm not going to get into that until I'm actually ready to work on the project. That'll be just later when I'm ready to get into it and lay all this stuff out, and we'll look through it. I'll do that in a different video because this one's getting to be long enough, I think. But that's what I have for you today. And if you made it through the whole video, I really appreciate you watching. It means a lot. And I would love to hear if you have tried embroidery and where you are with that. And what do you think? Have you had the stitch bug bite? That's really stupid. I'm so sorry. Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you're into stitching or if you're just straight up knitting, or do you like to do several kinds of crafts? Yeah, let me know. And have you tried, have you ever bought your embroidery as a kit? Have you done that before? Because this is a new thing for me. I'm super excited about it. So I think what I'm going to wind up doing now is I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to go ahead and trace that pattern over to some fabric. I'm going to use some linen that I had off to the side, and I have plenty of floss, and pick colors and practice on that pattern so that I can make the hoop, because the hoop is beautiful. Okay, that's the video. I really appreciate you being here. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy crafting.